We're filming right now?
We're filming now.
Okay.
This is the way that, like, how all good podcasts do it, is they just start talking. Be like, oh, it's happening? It's happening.
I just went completely quiet.
This is like, that's why we gotta do it.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the Google Doc, because that's gonna help me right now. Oh yeah, so this is about the Enneagram.
Yeah, so actually, please, like, what is, like, the theory for this video? What's the idea?
Okay, a few months ago, I learned about the concept of the Enneagram, and I've become weirdly obsessed with it, and I now feel like I've known about it my entire life, which has contributed to a lot of false confidence.
Right, and you're not a professional 4, I'm not a professional 8.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm a very amateur 8.
Okay, so here's some questions, and talk as much or as little as you want. But
wait, and do you want me to ask you these questions, or do you want to ask me these questions?
we can both respond.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so in Don Richard Riso, is it Riso or Riso?
Riso, I think.
Riso and Russ Hudson's Enneagram system, Type 4 is known as the individualist. They are defined as the sensitive, introspective type, expressive, dramatic, self-absorbed, and temperamental.
So I relate to them. I relate to this type. Do you think that? I feel like there's parts I relate to and parts I relate to less.
So I see you as being sensitive and introspective, and expressive, and dramatic, but like in a cool way, right? Like in like theater, right?
Okay, sure,
right?
Sure.
Self-absorbed and temperamental. I mean, do you think that that's fair?
I do think that's fair. Yes.
Sweet. I'm sorry, I'm just like dying. I'm just like quietly trying to eat a bagel on screen. It's like...
let's do you now, and I'll read the description.
Okay, sorry, I'll chew.
we can.
I'll stop eating the bagel until we're.
Or we can just let you have chew breaks, and then we can edit.
Chew break. Smart.
Okay. In that model, type 8 is driven by a core need to be self-reliant, to prove their strength, and to maintain control over their destiny.
I mean, that's very true. Like, it is just like a core need for me to not have anybody else. It's like, I kind of wonder if it's less about me having control as it is about nobody else having control over me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd say that totally is. For sure.
I think that's a really good insight too. You're not like you don't want to take control for yourself. Like, you're not trying to control other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is definitely just that, like, and it's kind of shitty and kind of funny to actually say out loud, but it's like, in general, I just don't trust other people to, like, have control.
Okay.
And so it's the sort of thing where it's like, oh, well, if I don't want it to be them, then it's got to be me.
I've seen a lot on Reddit that's like, oh my god, these two types can never get along. They're like so abrasive.
Are we actually supposed to be really polar?
We are supposed to be abrasive. Here's a quote from a YouTube channel called You Gotta Type. If I had to pick 2 Enneagram types that had been the most ridiculed, stereotyped, mocked, and or flippantly judged by people with an incredibly shallow understanding of the Enneagram, this is not my words, I'm just quoting.
Okay.
Then I would pick the type 4 individualist and the type 8 challenger. The emotional roller coasters of your average 4 and the bulldozer-like attitude of your average 8 can seem like human sandpaper.
Wow. This person's being really shitty to us.
Because I've never gotten sandpaper colliding from our interactions personally.
That's really nice. Yeah.
And I do, yeah.
I don't know, maybe like when I was younger, like I do know that when I was in my early 20s, I was a bulldozer. I was very like, I'm still bullheaded, but I didn't have it like regulated. I didn't have it like kind of, I don't know, just balanced out. Yeah, it does make me wonder if I've just kind of like learned how to, I don't know, interact with people.
Well, yeah, and I think also from private discussions that people here aren't privy to, obviously, like that really checks out.
Yeah, that's on Patreon. You guys gotta check us out.
That's also where I show you my toe socks that I'm wearing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they don't get to see, but you can look.
Yeah, they're nice. Thank you. Yeah, and sorry, could you repeat what because they said, what were the traits that made us like sandpaper?
Okay. For me, it's my emotional roller coasters,
Okay.
and for you, it's the bulldozer like attitude.
Interesting. Yeah, because I also don't really experience you as being like an emotional roller coaster. Like I definitely see you go through different emotions and stuff, but I feel like when I think of somebody on an emotional roller coaster, it is like dysregulated and like kind of unpredictable and unstable in a way. Where I've always seen you kind of like navigate whatever flux you're going through and like not, you know, I don't know, you've never started like throwing stuff in the street or
No,
freaking out.
it's not like an aggressive way of being dysregulated. We're a withdrawn type. Like we're mostly navigating our roller coasters somewhere in like a room away from everyone else so that you don't have to like interact with that.
For sure.
Like you were giving analogy if you have like the thick castle walls. And I was like, I have like trapdoors. Like there's no castle walls. You can walk right in.
Right.
No real boundaries. However, I do have lots of little tricks up my sleeve for making sure you will suffer. So
I do really like that analogy.
Yeah.
So okay, just to like restate it so we've got context, right?
Yeah.
So I was saying that it's like basically in my like emotional world, like I'm pretty good, I think, at being able to be open and communicative about what I'm experiencing.
Yeah.
But I'm also behind like a series of guards where it's like I'm in my keep, in my castle, in my city, and I've got moats and walls, and like, you know, when I want to, I'll open the gate halfway, and I'll be like, okay, this is how I'm feeling up here, and then I'll close the gate. And so that was my part of it, and then your part was your castle.
Yeah. One of the things in the Enneagram world people talk about is like your real location. What's your true location?
Yeah.
And so that's what I've been thinking about like incessantly for the last few months is like how do I hide my true location while also being seen because I'm like an image type and I'm like look at me. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So found the Reddit post. This says 8 reacting to 8. And
Oh wait, so the person who wrote this is an 8?
yes, I'm pretty sure they're like a very young type 8.
Okay.
Like this
Which,
is
by the way,
this is a minor.
just note for me too is that knowing that they're an 8 makes me ready to fight them. So this is great.
Oh my god, we haven't even covered yet how people want to fight you when you're not doing anything.
This is a real thing for me.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, I gotta watch out. It also seems like Reddit is the place for fights. Like
No, I am
totally.
complaining because that's what I do, but in fact it all is perfectly logical and makes sense.
Okay, so it's titled "Trouble with an S" by 4 Friend.
Wait, okay, I should.
So I just told my SX4 friend that I wanted to break on our friendship because I don't like how she treats me and how she wants so much out of me. Like she takes my shit, spends my money, and asks me to do a million tasks while barely giving anything back in return. I feel like she's trying to make everything about her own feelings and disregarding my boundaries and experiences. No one has ever made me regret my integration into 2 so much. For context, she's an ENFP 4W3 SX/SO461.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that stuff. We don't need that context.
Wow, I'm just I'm just understanding a little context clue at a time how deep y'all are into this. It's like, okay, you guys have like barcodes on this. I mean, obviously, just that information doesn't sound like that person's being a friend. Like, that sounds like somebody who is taking advantage of someone trying to be giving.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily sure that this is advice, but this is how I would deal with this situation if it were me, is that I would just have a very direct conversation with that person of saying, hey, I'm noticing that, like, you're taking this, you're expecting this, I don't feel like this is balanced, I want balance in our friendship.
As a 4, since this is a 4 and an 8.
Yeah.
We're a 4 and an 8.
4 and an 8.
I think the thing about 4s is like we're kind of governed by shame. Like shame is our inhibiting factor. Sometimes until it gets too much, and then it's suddenly like the thing driving us to act badly. When you feel backed by an 8 who's just does not have that same inhibiting factor of shame that you kind of pathologically do, it lets you feel more like I'm a cool person.
You get to open up a little
bit.
Yeah.
And you're this young 4 who's just like got what feels like a powerful ally to you, and this like 8 who's just like very like I don't give a fuck, I don't take people's shit. You're probably like I can do anything.
I could imagine kind of a way of relating to that, where it's like it almost feels like you're displaying to the person how safe you feel and how much you value them by like being willing to ask for and like receive things from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually do have like a bunch of experiences being just a young version of me and getting kind of taken advantage of by people before I even really knew what it was. There was something in my belief then that like I needed to be nice to people and be giving, and that was somehow like how I would be like good enough or like worthy of them treating me well if I was like extra giving with them. Fucking nonsense. Which is not an argument to say that you should be less vulnerable. It's more about like having a slower road and being, basically you just gotta like calibrate your chooser. It could still be a victory to be even encountering these problems.
Yeah, I mean, you're not like holding up, just completely detaching from society, like fuck you all. You're like trying to get out there and
Yeah.
okay, roommate situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, putting yourself out there is like a good thing. Yeah.
I agree. Sorry, I'm like super distracted.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
cool.
end the video. Okay, it's going.
Okay, I was saying Microsoft is bad. How dare they?
I think it was something like, for being the biggest company in the world, Microsoft is so shit. Or
Yeah,
something.
like their video player just, okay, this is a very specific and like not interesting gripe. These are the rudiments of how a computer's supposed to work.
I know, especially with two people who are just doing their best in this big world to have to deal with.
We're just doing our best.